In 1987, one of the greatest Stanley Cup Finals was performed between the Philadelphia Flyers and the Edmonton Oilers. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. This is Game 5 of the 1987 Stanley Cup Finals as the Philadelphia Flyers head back to Edmonton, Alberta, down 3-1 to the Edmonton Oilers. Ironically enough, the next day, in the paper, as the Flyers were flying into Edmonton, they had the Edmonton Oilers and the city of Edmonton had announced that the next day after Game 5 they would hold the parade because they were certain that the Edmonton Oilers were going to win Game 5 in their building. Would that happen? Let's find out. Once again, credit to Dave TV2 for the highlight video here I'm about to punch up as soon as YouTube starts to work. Boop, boop, doo, yeah, do. Come on. There we go. March 1987 Stanley Cup Finals. Yeah, come on. Backspace, come on. Game 5. See if we can find Game 5 without having to go through the playlist. I have to go through the playlist here to find it. Oh. Be a bugger. I'm going to have to play all and find Game 5 for you guys. And to do.
It's going to be an exciting series, I think, Gene, as you well know.
Here's Game 4. Game 5 here.
Jason just got dumped.
Here we go. Game 5.
Everybody here has been planning the parade and the celebrations and everything, just expecting that this is going to be an automatic victory for this club. And Ron Sutter, Samuelson back with Mars play underway. Now on comes Curry. Over the line. Tikkanen is right on in. A little double shot. Left side pass and a shot right on by Philadelphia's prop. The playoff elite. There's a stuffer in front by got the goaltender out. Works toward the net. There's a play in front. Shot by Puzar. Didn't get it all. Covered by Hextall, but Brown will go off at 2:49, and we'll have an Oiler power play coming up. Greg back there, and he has one of those power play goals. Poke and stick by Ron Sutter. There's going to be another penalty against Philadelphia. Shot, score from Curry on the left circle. But the Oilers, for the 5th time in this playoff series, scored the game's first goal. The Flyers are now just 1 for their last 9, and yes, the bank went in the first period against Edmonton. The play was Muni to check Sutter at center right, looking for Randy Gregg. There's a shot by, followed up by Nielsen. And the Flyers right now have got to tighten up. They wanted the fast start, but the Oilers are flying fast. Curry over the line. He's got a right circle pass to Tikkanen. His drive right on, and Hextall to save. And the Flyers right now on their heels, Philadelphia. Daniel, a drop pass and a shot on by Sinicello. The Flyers pick up the rebound, and there's Raven right on in drive. And right into the breadbasket. A goaltender Fury grabs for the stoppage of play. With 5:26 gone in a wild first period, 1-0 Edmonton. Sorley and Puzar. Gretzky over the line. He's got a man in front. Shoots instead. Rebound. Score. 6:39, so the Flyers are already in the hole, 2 goals, less than 10 minutes played in the first period. Here's Gretzky into the zone, right side. Curry along on the right. Hextall way out the save. Then Coffey is shot. And the Flyers right now have no answer for the fired-up brilliance of the Edmonton Oilers. And the Oilers are just absolutely dominating Philadelphia right now. Breakaway at center ice. Through the pack comes Coffey all by himself. Goes to shoot. Hextall beats him on a great play. Poulin one-on-one. He has Mooney turns, shoots right on. Rebound in front of the Flyers over Skaven. Here comes Edmonton. Down Messier, down that right side against McCrimmon. There goes Anderson for the net. Drop pass right in front of shot. And that was Kevin Lowe picking up the point, getting his own rebound. Close to the left point. Shoots in on the net, and Hextall grabs. Straight. Drops off to Crossman. His shot on. Rebound was right there. Kick breaks into the zone up the middle. With the line in to McFarley, who ran over Hextall in the crease. Messier in. Right side. Pass. Shot. Save. Rebound in front. And diving off the side was Klopp to knock Kuzar into the net. And Pocket, and then McFarley takes the pop, and we get a little bit of temper. Be it 2-0 Edmonton. Heel in front, a short side shot by Craven. Messier. They drop to Gretzky's in. Shot. Saved by Hextall.
This is short right now. Marsh coming first with Messier.
The point Huddy looks. Screen shot. Knocked down in front and rolls behind Hextall into the crease. At the middle, Samuelson is there. Then goes down, and he cut the Oilers 3-on-2 against Marsh and Crossman. Messier penetrates. Drop. Shot. Hit the post. Rebound covered by Hextall. Score! But no. Koharski lost possession of the puck of the site, and even though it was clearly open and Anderson scored, it was blown dead by Koharski, and the Flyers get a big break as the first shot clanged off the post. Fine tries to go inside Greg, and he popped at the point, got a shot off. But Gretzky on a breakaway pass Crossman. Gretzky going in all alone, shorthanded. A save. Curry got the top over the top. Curry in front again, looking for a stuffer. Point. McCrimmon block. Shot. Save. Rebound the shot. Now he tries to come in, drives on the net. Prop in to Ekman behind the net. Looks for Prop in front to the near side through traffic. Comes out. Looks. He's in front. Shot. And that hit bodies. Prop at the backside of the net. Looks for Tocchet in front. They score! And it may have been Prop on a carry from behind the net. And after all of that, the Flyers' Moxie, with 50 seconds remaining in the first period, cuts the deficit within 1, and it may be Tocchet on the shot. Flyer deficit now is at 1. Into the zone, Tikkanen tries to get inside. He does. Shoots, and save made. As Howard strips boom to the Oilers zone. Ellenby with a shot. Ooh! What a cannon from deep out on the right, and Pure Split got the right hand out above the right pad and grabbed it between the legs of Messier. Winds it around, but that's where play will come to a conclusion. And after a blitzkrieg by the Oilers the first 10 minutes when they scored twice in the first 6, Messier over the line, up the middle against Marsh. Shot, save, rebound. Takes it away, penetrates up the middle to Gretzky. Look, drive right on from about 40 feet, and Hextall grabs from the 5-hole. The Oilers, Huddy, screen shot, score! Sinisalo through. There's Tikkanen with his shot. And so the Oilers are starting the second period. What a shot at center ice by Mooney. Trailer tried to bust up the middle, and then when Tikkanen lost the play, that's Messier for the net. There goes Anderson in fans, but there's a follow-up. Nielsen shot. Oh, and it looked like he had the open net as Hextall went for the other play. Then Anderson in front again. Look, as Hextall's down, a shot wide. And the Flyers are having that same trouble in the start of this period as they did in the first. The shot taken into the offensive right corner. Dropped into the zone. Up the middle, right side. Shot, score by Doug Crossman. Right corner, in front. Kicked away by Pure as Prop a pass fade, and up the middle to the left. Shot. Wonderfully executed play. Into the zone. He's pulled down, and there's going to be a penalty against the Oilers. And that will be Mark Messier going off for tripling and Prop at the point. Look, drive, save, rebound in front. Shot, save, rebound, score by Eklund, and we're tied. The Flyers with a tremendous rally here in the game, trailing 2-0 and 3-1. Have come back to deadlock this game behind Curry. Flyers Tocchet picks it off. Kick it down. Oh, it's rolled in front. For once, the Flyers have the Oilers rattled. Messier with a shot. Taken in all alone. And he kicks it off the skate on the pass behind the Philadelphia net. Samuelson finally takes out Tikkanen in the center ice. 5 seconds left, and it appears we're going to go into the intermission with the Flyers rallying from a 3-1 deficit to tie the game at 3. With Von Sutter breaking for the net. Pass right on. Up ice into the zone. Shot. Oh, to Messier. In front, shot by Anderson, and Hextall with a marvelous save. Wilson drops off to Kikkonen. He's there with a shot. The leg, Kikkonen off to Gretzky's in front, shot by. And it's a shooting gallery, and the Flyers again have to tighten up. We played a little over 5 minutes and change. Big check in the corner. Melody fights that check off. Back to Howe. Shot. Oh, and sure had it. Fumbled and dropped it at his feet and covered it with a stoppage of play.
Flyers are getting the mountain.
Steele behind the net in front. And it scores!
Right from Brian Propp.
The Oilers fans are rather stunned by this comeback as they were already celebrating on the early lead. The puck jammed up behind the Oiler net. Previously held by Clark, Bob Daly, and Kenny Lynch. Flyers in on the goal mouth. And Sure is just able to keep Philadelphia's Sinicello away. And Bobby Ilka has not had any points, but he's been a big factor tonight. Dave Poulin in after it. He's going to make it an onside play. Yes, he does. Anderson for the net. Messier there with a shot. For the line, McSorley. Up the middle, looking for the hat trick. Bullet one from the top of the right circle on Hextall. Keeps it up with the left glove. He gets the draw back. Point shot. And it's up high in the breadbasket. Has no screen and then lets it go. Pure the save. There is the poke at the rebound. Another one. With Pure down. And it's back to the point to Samuels over the drive. Right on. The Flyers, Derek Smith drives. And it's blocked. And then another drive. And the Oilers try to wheel it up. And here they come at center ice. The zone. Anderson is there. Poked away. Messier with a follow-up and a great save by Hextall. What a play by Samuels. The line. Drive past Pure. Rebound out in front. They get a close-in drive and fans on it just as he caught up to Bonioni. The Flyers have the rebound. They look to stuff it. Left side to Mellenby into the left wing corner in front. Tipped on by Ron Sutter. And Pure comes up with a marvelous save as Gretzky up at center ice, right winging it to Curry. Trying to cut inside his man. He's there. Goes to shoot. Hextall beats it. Oh my. Yari Curry was in from Gretzky with 5 minutes remaining in regulation. Gretzky's behind the net. Right out in front to Curry shot. Save and Hextall tries to cover the rebound and does. Up to the near side. Goes left side. He's got Crossman in. Shot as he tried to make a pass. Now Pure is heading to the bench as Gretzky is over the line. The Flyers trying to get that puck out to the near corner. Messier into the corner. Angle shot. He's feet to the puck. They don't get it out. Shot wide. Rebound in front. They drive it and the Flyers block it off and again Howe sits on it. Here comes Gretzky. He skated off. The Flyers take it. They want to wing it out. Howe wants to get it off the glass and out of the ring. The game is over. The game is over, and the Flyers have come up with a tremendous victory. And they go home, and my friends, there will be no victory and celebration and parade here on Thursday. The Flyers have hung on and almost emulated their 6-game victory in Montreal.
So the Flyers come up with a big win on Northland's Coliseum ice as they send the series back to Philadelphia for Game 6. The Flyers, it looked like Edmonton was going to run away, win the cup again, but the Flyers just would not die. They would not go away, and you could tell by the end, towards the end of that game, the Flyers were getting their legs and they were putting shots on Grant Fuhrer. And the Edmonton Oilers, they were playing helter-skelter hockey with the Edmonton Oilers, is what the Edmonton Oilers wanted. But Ronnie Hextall kept the Flyers in the lead. As you saw, Brian Propp's 4 assists in that game gave him a club record that stood until 2010 when Danny Briere broke it. But it was 27 points for Brian Propp at that point going into Game 6. So next time we talk Game 6, which is arguably one of the greatest games in Flyers history, one of the loudest games, if not the loudest game in Flyers at the Spectrum. And we will cover that next time as the Flyers do come away with a victory in Game 5, spoiling the Edmonton Oilers and their parade for the next day, as the Flyers would not die and sending this series back to Philadelphia for Game 6. And as I always end my episodes by the late, great Gene Hart, who you heard calling the